Hey guys, it's SD, your host of the Life Picks Relationship podcast, where people with all sorts of backgrounds, challenges, and life experience show us how they make their relationship extraordinary. Hey guys, we're here today with Chaim Solomon. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Great. You want to tell us a bit about yourself and what you do?
Yeah, I work for a company called Yidei Chesed, which supports people that are developmentally disabled. I run the day programs there. I also do training, like on some nights and weekends. I train in CPR, first aid, and a few other classes related to the health field.
What makes your relationship extraordinary?
Oh, that's a good question. What I think makes my relationship extraordinary is that every day is a new challenge and something new. So every day is different. So, we could be talking about one thing one day, kids the next day, finances going out. So every day it brings a new set of challenges, but also a new set of things to discuss and make the relationship better.
So every day is like from the beginning fresh. So how
Yeah.
do you get through challenges?
That's a really good question. I think communication. Discuss it when we disagree. We discuss and discuss some more, and see. Sometimes there's no resolution. We have to disagree, and that's good for a relationship that you have disagreement, and but open communication is really, I think, the key to challenges and things that aren't even challenging. Just keep communicating.
So how do you deal with the disagreements? How do you come to a conclusion?
Oh, my wife wins.
Always, every time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So you just give in?
Uh, Most of the time, disagreement, we discuss it, and yeah, she wins.
What's she like?
She's a little bit of an introvert, my wife, but so she's a little bit to herself, but she's a little bit fiery. She can discuss what her opinions are. She can be very opinionated, which I like. I think it's stuff good to discuss. We can have very thought-provoking conversation, and always something new to discuss, whether it's the news, whether it's something that I saw on LinkedIn, whether it's something with the kids, something with the school. So always something new.
So what's it like when she always wins and you just want to win something or get it your way?
It's a good question. So I think, when I say she always wins, like, yeah, she always wins, but then, okay, we'll reconsider that another time, and she knows that already. Okay, you brought that back up, so I guess it's not over.
So when you bring something up another time, then she knows it's really serious now.
Yeah.
So what's the similarity between the two of you that you like?
Similarity, that's interesting. I think we are similar in our outlook, how we perceive things, how the world works a little bit, how people should act, how people should behave in general. We have a lot of similarities on that.
So your kids get a very straightforward education and view of life, no mixed wishy-washy.
Yeah, straight messages, meaning you don't throw your garbage on the floor. You have garbage, you throw it in the garbage can. You clean up after yourself. You don't try to embarrass yourself, because we want them to know that there's a professional way to act, that other people are looking at them, and not only for themselves but for others. This is the demeanor and decor that they should have.
So how do you teach them the lesson?
By doing, meaning I have garbage unfinished, I find a garbage can, I don't throw it on the floor. I want them to speak nicely and softly. I speak to others nicely and softly.
So you're a great role model.
Yeah, well, more is caught than taught. So when they see you doing things that are, what a person with good behavior would do, then they're going to pick up on it.
Do all of them do?
Yeah.
Great.
All the
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
So.
What's the difference between the two of you that you like?
I think my wife is the reader, and I'm more. I get information more from videos, and why I like that is, she can have time to herself to read her books, and I can spend some time on doing the video and looking on YouTube or the internet to see what information I want to get out of it.
So you get two different type of information, and then you could
Yeah,
have interesting discussion.
yeah, definitely.
What's one thing you wished you knew before you got married?
Uh, I guess there's so many things to know before you get married. But I think one thing I knew before I got married is, how to validate somebody. Sometimes, no, a lot of times men are very solution oriented, and when we first got married, she started speaking. I had all the solutions, and that wasn't what she was looking for. She was
Men are
looking
from
for
Mars, women
validation.
are from Venus. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you knew that before, or you had to learn that
No,
afterwards?
I learned that. I learned that I would come up with solutions, and then my wife was like, "I wasn't looking for solutions." I'm like, "Then you had a problem. I gave you a solution. What are you looking for?" And then I finally figured out it's validation,
Yeah.
understanding, just an active ear, a listening ear. So.
So how has your relationship changed from the beginning till now?
Oh, it's going a lot stronger because you live with someone, you understand what their needs are, what their wants are, and vice versa. And, that going back to that validation, problem, I don't have to have the solution. I can just be the person that's going to listen to what she has to say.
So you give your wife validation. What does she give you?
Respect. So she respects what I have to contribute. She respects my opinion. And I think that those two things make of a very good relationship and marriage.
Has she always been like that?
I think for the most part, yeah, she's very respectful of my opinions. If she disagrees, she'll say it very respectfully.
Yeah, similar to what you were saying about your view of the world, both respect people in general, respect yourself, respect others,
Yeah,
just being good.
exactly.
Yeah. What helps you get through hard times?
I think I got to go back to communication, like discussing things, like, where we can understand each other. And those really do uplift the hard times, whether it's with the children or, if one of the child has a health issues, and it seems like very difficult, we can just really discuss it, communicate, and, then pray that everything can turn out for the best. So I
So
think
you,
that really is a big key.
yeah, I see you really both have the same outlook and values on life.
Yes, I think the outlook on life is very important. I think if you ask me anything before someone gets into a marriage, do they have a similar outlook on life? How they should go about their daily life in terms
Heading in the
of
same direction.
all
Yeah.
same direction in all facets. So yes.
Yeah, yeah. What's one thing you're always arguing about?
I think, food a lot of times, dinner, like, did you eat dinner? Can I make you dinner? Sometimes I come home a little bit later, I've eaten dinner, and, she says, well, I wanted to make you dinner. I go, okay, and sometimes I eat again. So,
You really
but
just want a cure for each other. Yeah. What's the best relationship advice you've ever gotten?
I think you have to make time. You have to make special date nights, as they say, because, life goes on, and, you have your work, you have deadlines. And if you don't carve out time for each other, you're going to miss those moments. You're going to miss those communications, so we take vacation time, we take night time, and we try and embody those into our year and months so that we do have time for each other.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Have you always been able to be vulnerable with each other?
No, I think that's a little bit harder for a lot of people. Definitely comes a lot harder for my wife, but, I think after a certain period of time we have been, we can express our frustrations, our anxieties without feeling, judged or negative perception. So, but it takes a little bit of time. That's not day one.
No, no, no. What is your opinion on the love languages?
Definitely my wife's love language is, knowing that I'm thinking of her, and the way she knows I'm thinking of her is if I'm in a store and I'll get something special for her, or if I'll go out of my way to get something special for her, like, I'll say, hey, here's a facial, I was thinking of you. That's definitely her love language. And I think my love language is time where I feel understood. I feel acknowledged. So those are definitely
So would you say
how
that's
we.
quality time or words of affirmation?
I think both for me. Yeah, yeah, very good question. Yeah, I think both affirmation and quality of time.
Your wife sounds like it's gifts or maybe acts of services mixed in a bit.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so it's interesting having to learn. Like she can almost say, okay, I'm going to the store, I'll just pick something up for you, when really all is you want a few minutes to just speak to her and feel understood.
Yeah, she'll always ask me, "Can I get you something?" My answer is no, I'm good.
Well, when she's saying that she's thinking of you, and that's her way of showing love. Yeah.
Yes.
What advice would you give to someone who wants to have an extraordinary relationship?
You have to make it that way. It's like a bank. Whatever you put in, you're gonna get out. You put more money in, you're gonna get more money out. So, if you don't put in, you're not gonna get out. And that's whether it's time, it's understanding, it's acknowledging, it's, as you said, affirmation. So it's a process. What you put in, you get back out. So like dividends, investments, like a mutual fund.
Yeah. Bring the money in there. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode and subscribe to the podcast. Leave a comment below so I can know what you think. And to book your relationship photo shoot, CJ session, or just to hear more about what we do, go to lifepicksrelationships.as.me. I'm waiting.